Today on Health Week, meet the tie guy. His creations are making much more than a fashion statement.
We all know people who wear their hearts on their sleeves. But have you ever heard of anyone who wears his heart around his neck? You will soon if one New York man has his way. Health Week's John Hammerly explains.
Ties. They're only 100 years old or so, and for the most part, they've been drab and dull. Not anymore. Nowadays, ties make us laugh, tell people what we'd really like to be doing.
And then there are ties that signal to the world what its wearer does. This tie obviously is worn by someone working in computers. This is definitely destined for the neck of a dentist. And of course, a geneticist will be wearing this one. Now there's also a group of ties that are growing in popularity that are not only colorful and unique, but they carry a social message. Let's call it compassion through fashion.
And Irwin Sternberg is leading the charge of the Windsor-knotted consciousness-raising brigade.
The ties and the fashion must be beautiful, but when you have a great concept behind it and a good why to buy, why not? Why not support a great cause?
Sternberg has donated over $500,000 to Mothers Against Drunk Driving from proceeds of this tie collection. And last year, this collection raised $350,000 for the Jimmy V Foundation, established after popular collegiate basketball coach Jim Valvano lost his fight with cancer.
They are the actual designs of many athletes.
Now the doodlings of Brett Favre, Mark McGuire, and Peggy Fleming, with a little help from Sternberg's designers, are helping to fight cancer.
None of these athletes are pretending to be artists. They're just creating a couple doodles, and we're reusing that for the inspiration.
His latest collection honors a friend. While recovering from a stroke several years ago, Sternberg met another patient at the same rehab facility, Christopher Reeve. So he enlisted some of Reeve's friends, like Glenn Close and Paul Newman, and the Christopher Reeve tie collection was born.
All we are a tie company, but yet we're definitely making a difference in the society that we live in and make people feel hip wearing the product at the same time.
Since their debut in 1992, the J. Garcia Art in Neckwear collections have sold several million, nearly 4,000 in the first 2 days. Prior to the rollout of the Garcia ties, Stonehenge was a sleepy maker of traditional ties, selling to companies like Land's End and Joseph A. Bank.
If we didn't rewrite the book, we probably may not be here today.
But the colorful new designs attracted a lot of attention and refocused the company's competitive strategy.
One particular scientist from Florida State University had contacted us and said, would we like to put vitamins on ties? Well, I thought he was out of his mind until he sent us micrographs of actual images that he developed under the microscope.
Stonehenge developed a long-term relationship with Florida State, giving back 4% of sales to the university for the use of their micrographs, which are essentially natural images enhanced with color. What started with vitamins turned to moon rocks with a collection commemorating the 25th anniversary of the first moonwalk. Next came booze with the cocktail collection, micrographs of different drinks. But the goal is to raise awareness of the dangers of drinking and driving, not to glorify alcohol.
Today we have contributed over $350,000 back to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and the concept, this is the only way to tie one on before driving.
The chairman of the board, Frank Sinatra, is another artist whose artwork appears on Stonehenge ties. Old Blue Eye's birthday collection came out in December 1995 on his 80th birthday. The Dalai Lama gave Sternberg a prayer shawl after Stonehenge developed a line of ties based on Tibetan rugs. Proceeds were used to benefit Tibetan victims of the Chinese invasion. And the latest line to benefit charity is the Miracle Collection, micrographs of drugs used to treat sick children, distributed by Joseph A. Bank, with all profits donated to Johns Hopkins University's pediatric research.
There you go.
At corporations across the country, Americans are dressing down. While men's dresswear companies are struggling to adjust to the advent of casual days, Stonehenge Limited has not just survived, but thrived in a soft neckwear market by introducing its limited-time-only Molecular Collection, a line of ties based on the molecular structure of various substances. Following the Vitamin Collection and Moon Rocks, Stonehenge planned a third line, the the Cocktail Collection, with designs based on the micrographs of alcoholic drinks. Seeing an opportunity to increase the visibility and sales of this new line, while raising funds for one of the most popular non-profit organizations in the country, Stonehenge contacted Mothers Against Drunk Driving about planning a cause-related promotion. The response was enthusiastic. MAD saw the promotion not only as a chance to update its image, but as a way to raise additional funding at a time when drunk driving has been partially eclipsed by other hot social issues. Tie One On for Mad Day was selected as a theme with a secondary tagline: the Cocktail Collection, the only way to tie one on before driving. The product was changed to include lining material emblazoned with a MAD, martini glass and key logo, and a hang tag with an appeal from MAD to drive safe and sober. A complete line of merchandise was produced for in-store events, including enlarged cocktail micrographs, lab coats, and mocktail bars. Major retail accounts were offered the chance to host press events with local politicians, celebrities, and MAD representatives. Finally, on August 9, 1994, the promotion was launched with an international press conference in Los Angeles hosted by John Tesh of Entertainment Tonight. The promotion was a smashing success. In just a few months, Stonehenge had made history, with 359 newspaper clippings covering the promotion for a total circulation of over 34 million. Newscasters wore the ties on camera while covering the promotion, and 38 of the 50 U.S. governors demonstrated support by signing ties or reading proclamations announcing the Tie One On for Mad Day. Meanwhile, orders for the Cocktail Collection kept rolling in, surpassing those for the previous line by 270%, while MAD equaled and then exceeded its fundraising goal.